Alright, welcome back everybody to East Ark of Napishtim, Nephilim. I don't care. We have reached the ruins. Oh damn. Big damage. Oh, I fall down, kaboom. So switch up to the other sword. Yeah, I'm cutting through them like butter right now. Got lots to kill, lots to do here. We're gonna search around and make sure we get all the treasure chests. They have already come down here. I don't remember what I did in the last episode because it's been about 3 or 4 days since I last recorded an episode. I sometimes forget exactly what I was doing previously. You can see I'm very strong though. I make big smushy soup out of these guys. I grind them up and make them soup. I take each part of them, each little part that flies off their little bodies, and I ground them up and turn them into soup. And then I eat that soup, and that soup makes me strong. Strong like bull. Sorry, I know I shouldn't be doing those types of impressions or cliche at this point. Cliche impressions. There's another cliche impression, if you will. Now, just a quick reminder, anybody that's colored in a different color than they're naturally colored in this case the blue guy, can only be damaged by the blue sword. Red sword I have right now, that's another one that we may run into. You can see there's a red guy down there. I'll need to use my red sword on to defeat him. Otherwise it only does 1 damage, as you can see. Yep, gotta switch over. And yeah, that's basically how it goes. Eventually we'll get a 3rd sword. That 3rd sword will add a 3rd color that I'll have to keep an eye out for. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Another thing I'm trying to keep an eye out for is sometimes the game will drop heavier guys on me. Not heavier guys. Guys that are higher level than should be in the area. Because I'm on catastrophe mode. I believe those are the 2 big changes. Is one, you're gonna have guys that are only bad against certain colors or certain weapons, and you have to match up the correct weapon on the correct enemy. And then on the other end of things, sometimes they'll drop in an enemy that doesn't belong in that area. That could be stronger, like significantly stronger than any of the enemies you've fought up to this point. So, I don't know. We'll find that out here in a moment. So all these guys not drop down in this pit, because I'm pretty sure there's nothing down there right now. And then, figured out what these guys are. These guys essentially have like a I don't know what we want to call it, a hood or something. But the hood is like also their armor. So as you hit them, their armor slowly raises up until eventually it reveals their body, and then you just slash their body and kill them. I find it interesting that some of these areas you can drop down in. Like this one right here is one you can definitely drop down in. But the previous area I was just in, you cannot. There's like boundary boxes in place to prevent you from falling down. But obviously there's no boundary box to prevent me from falling down here. These guys are pretty easily defeated. Provided they're not like a blue color, they're pretty easily defeated by the charge sword by doing that. If you can get them to stand in one spot for a second and you hit them with the charge thing, it'll basically do multiple hits of damage, which will lead to that last hit, of course, being the one that'll kill them. They get knocked back, however, or they move out of the way, that would be hard, because this sword weapon isn't fast enough to knock their armor all the way up. I guess another little interesting little factoid that you would, if you played the game before, you'd be aware of. Whenever you're able to damage an enemy, even if you're horribly underpowered, you will do 1 damage to that enemy every time you swipe your sword, okay? So if you walk into an area and you start swinging at the enemies and you're doing 1 damage to them, that means you're probably in the wrong area. However, if you are trying to attack them and you're doing 0 damage to them, that means there's probably a gimmick to kill them. Like those hooded guys have a gimmick where they have like a set amount of armor, and then once you beat that armor, they disappear. You know, I mean, the thing disappears. I obtained an additional accessory slot. Hooray! Early to get another set of armor. So we're just gonna have to rock out with what we have here. I think what the game is designed for you to do is for you to, you know, obviously start out with your initial armor. Okay. Then go to town, pick up the 2nd level of armor. Go to... Where'd you go after that? I guess you go... Alright, I teleport back so I can get health. Because I have none left. I need it. Levemos. Pray. We're just that much stronger now. Isn't that great? Also, we want to make sure that we stay alive, because if I die, I go back to that previous save spot. And that means whatever amount of work I did up to that point is lost. And we're not too far behind where we originally were. As long as we don't fall down into the pit, that is. Which, I think we can fall down here, but I don't think we can fall down anywhere else. Oh no, I can't fall down here. I can fall down here now. Let's down, we don't want to go down. Nice. I'm not messing with these flying guys because they don't have a... I'm gonna fall down in the pit if I try to mess with them too much. I don't really have a good way to defeat them right now, other than to just try to do a jumping slash at them, which I think is a little too risky for this area. You can see the little guys that just shoot the little rolling, we'll call them rolling blades, or you know, whatever those are. There's a word for it. There's a buzzsaw. There it is. Shooting little buzzsaws at me. Yeah, you can tell those are a little bit powered. I clearly can't make that jump there, so we'll give it another try, I think, before we give up, but ultimately I don't think I can make that jump without a double jump, which I don't know if the double jump's in this game. I presume it is. I remember it being in most East games. But where is it? I don't know. It might be in this cave, it might not be. Come on. We're just gonna presume I can't do this. Even though I probably can. Nope, can't do it. Now, if this was one of the other East games, I could just you know use my magic right here. But magic will not save me in this situation. To, you know, do an extra like little flutter jump. This is a freight train right now. I literally have to like, do I go back to the save spot or do I try to move forward here and find the next save? I think I'm gonna have to go back, honestly. Oh, fuck me. Really, we're gonna do this. Call that baby's first East game. What's that? You don't know where to go? Just stay off stay off the lava, and I think you'll be okay. Be able to evade the rest of this. I want a save spot. Yay! Ah, okay. Let's go backwards now. Yeah, I need to grind out at least another level or two here. Ooh. Might be able to take on the boss here. I just probably am not going to have the necessary defense, particularly as I don't have a talisman like you get in Oath and Falgana that prevents me or I take less damage from the lava. So because I don't have a talisman like that, which is fine. You don't want to give me a talisman, you know, because you know, you're not going to really run into lava much again. I get it. Not a big deal. But, alright, sweet. Nice little level up here. Still want to, make sure that, we, what's the word? We're strong enough so that, you know, if the lava is going to do 6 damage to me every time I touch it, I've got at least enough health that, you know, if I accidentally touch it 6 times or so, I'm okay, I guess. I don't know. Ooh. I know I'm not going to be able to fight this boss. Mere fragment number 2. You must be the swordsman June spoke of. I'm Electric Girl. I think that we now have not one, but 2 who seek to thwart our ambitions. And that we're not deplorable enough. You've taken possession of a key. I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave alive. You shall perish here. Who stand guard before this cradle, crazed machine sealed within these confines. The master returns near. Go forth and fulfill your duty. Yep, I'm a little fucked here. Hopefully I can still remember his pattern at least a little bit. No, maybe not. So these guys, these little ad guys clearly have to go first. I don't know if they respawn after a certain amount of time, like a lot of other East boss ads tend to respawn after a certain amount of time. Or after a certain portion of the level, basically they'll stop, you know, they'll either despawn or, you know, die or whatever you want to call it. This is probably the attack I'm looking for more than the other one, because it looks like this one, while annoying to try to dodge, does not actually remove the ground underneath me, which every time he hits the ground, he's taking a chunk of it out. I guess is that's sort of the point. You're supposed to make the level kind of difficult. Yeah, 23 damage is too much. Yep, I need at least another level or two to take. I could probably beat him at the current level I'm at, but it's gonna take too long. So what we'll do is we'll just grind out a couple levels here real quick. That was a good time, I can tell. Right, let's retry that. In fact, let's not only just retry that, let's actually warp to the village here. I just gotta make sure I've got everything I need. Popping back here for a visit. Don't see Isha while you're still here. I'm behind my post every single day. After you come back yet, I bet she'll be all smiles around you. You go over to the Moonset Shore right now. That's where we'll go. We'll go see Isha. I don't mind Isha. She's, she kind of reminds me of like a kid sister character. I can understand how people get annoyed at her though, because she's kind of like the whiny brat as well. But I suppose if you saw wandering calamities in your dream, and then they came to fruition shortly thereafter, I would also be a whiny brat. Oh, Adol. I'm glad you're safe. I had a really scary dream. In it, you fell from top of a mountain, and then you fought a crabby-looking bat monster. Really happened, didn't it? I've always been like this. I can see visions, dreams of things that are going to happen. No matter what, they always happen. When I first met you, I saw a vision of a monster that appeared at the fountain. While I was avoiding you, I was scared of that, but I couldn't bring myself to tell Ola about it. I got enough to worry about. I didn't want to add to her problems. You're so brave. You don't look as strong as Uncle Ord or Quavla, but you must be. Feels like no matter how scary my dreams are, you make them all go away. I'm really glad you're safe. Have you met my sister yet? I'm sure she'll be really happy to see you. Yep, let's go talk to the sister. Suck it. Oh, I can't believe we have to work those damn regions. Those damn regions fix the bridge. I won't ignore requests from Clove, but I'm not going to force myself to play nice either. It was a bit of a challenge, but we were finally able to stay in contact with the regions as long as we can put our minds together and prove a simple enough task. Others planning repair of the bridge, or as sounds of it, some of them still suspect regions of the Canaan Island responsible. Everyone's back in Ramogor quite well. It's hard to imagine any of them doing such a thing. Once messed up and used too much salt in her dish. Even the chef started coughing after trying it. Did her best to help us out, but making so many mistakes started getting her down. Poor thing, give it her best when working is so admirable. In her case, she might be better off slowing down and taking it one step at a time. So, looks like the one mother character who keeps breaking things. Mommy's helping out someone else's house today. Grandpa says she's crying. Been told that the repairs on the bridge are about to begin. Hope none of you youngsters start any trouble with the regions before we're finished. That Savara, in particular, has always been the type to look for an excuse to start a fight. But my wife isn't causing Sol any more trouble. By at the same time, it's a perfect chance for her to gain some confidence in herself. So she was breaking lots of pots earlier, then she was learning how to cook. She wasn't very good at that. I'm guessing she's here? Decided to start helping out here instead. And this time I'm not gonna mess up. But every single time, every minute he saw him, he gets himself pissed drunk when he's off collecting more junk. Well, he doesn't insist that he can... Well, he does insist that he can fish as well if he isn't drinking. Wouldn't know, but an honest, hard-working man when he's sober, too. Oh yeah, looks like an Norwegian got a few fishermen, too. Keep seeing an old man fishing, but nowadays, little lady's gonna go out and see. Sometime I see him on the opposite shore. You know the worst thing? Fishing a wooden box. Okay, whatever. Fatty kid. Oh, no, you're not the fatty kid. Hey, have you seen Ruger, have you? He's the lazy fat kid. Nope, I didn't see him. Sure, he's hiding around here somewhere. Once a year, we hold a festival to give thanks to spirits for all their blessings. The village starts to really lively around then. It's always busy with something. Personally, I love soaking in the atmosphere during that time of the year. Jeff has had a lot of faith in Kolf. He's given a lot of important tasks as chef's representative, you know. My grandson Kov is responsible for keeping all the youngsters in the village in line. He's my pride and joy. I also happen to be the strongest young man in this village, second only to Ord. You are strong one yourself, but I doubt you're still as strong as he. Don't care. I don't need to measure my boner against his. Oh, you know, I see you were able to make it through the underground passage safely. How did you find the town? G4 told everything that happened in town, including how he met her. Oh, is that so? Did you truly save my son? Forgive me for the trouble he had no doubtly caused you. You should be aware that straying someone far too dangerous for the likes of him could lead to disaster. Rebo must be a man of endless patience to keep watch over him as he does. Leaving that aside, I don't suppose you're able to recover anything regarding the mirror, were you? Adol showed Chief Ord a fragment of the mirror while explaining how he came to possession. Indeed, it is a mirror of Zem. Broken or no, you have found exactly what we've been searching for. The debt of gratitude we owe you appears to grow day by day. Still, I wonder what a strange fairy you mentioned was trying to do with it. Never heard of the mirror being used to revive great monsters before. Or something terrible is beginning to happen in the land, something far more terrible than we can imagine. But never mind that now. Would you mind returning the fragment to Ola? I'm sure be overjoyed to have it back. Oh, hello, Adol. Did you come back to see us? By the way, I'm happy to see you again. Oh, you're always welcome here. How'd you find the region town? Adol explained everything that happened in the town, including how he met her. Oh, sounds as though a lot has happened since your last visit. So I'm relieved to hear that he's alive. Well, by the way, it looks like we've been working hard on the townsfolk to repair the bridge. I'd like to think that this is what will finally bring our people together, but only time will tell. Adol gave mirror fragment to Ola. This is... oh, it really is. Maybe broken, but I would recognize my mother's mirror anywhere. Oh no, she's crying. I'm so sorry, I'm just so happy. Never thought I'd see it again. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I didn't want you to see me like that. You should know that the mirror is very important to me. It's been passed down priestess of our tribe for generations. Said to contain the soul of Alma, but above all, it is a memento of a former priestess, my late mother. I'm so grateful you were able to recover for me. It's not enough to repay you what you've done, but I really appreciate it and hope you accept this. Deeds of defense. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get one of each of those. It means more to me than you could ever know, Adol. Many blessings of Alma will always be with you. Not what I wanted. I want double jump. Give me double jump. Lame, lame, lame.